On behalf of the Secretariat and the International Advisory Group of Musawah, I bid you a warm welcome to the first ever Musawah Outreach Strategy meeting. This is actually the first big meeting that we've had since the launch of the global movement last year in February in Kuala Lumpur. There are also some new faces, which is always a good thing because it means that Musawah is growing.
How would the world be different if there was equality and justice in the family?
Well, I think the world will be very much different if there is justice in family laws. You know, the responsibilities and the burdens that women face will be definitely less because now they play a triple role. They are responsible of the house, the children. They are also responsible of working outside and getting enough money. We've been told since we were children that this is what we should be doing, and if we don't do that, that means we are bad women.
About the changing of family law, and then we could do some strategy how to develop a plan together.
If there is justice in the world, then it will be distributed equally. Then burdens will be put away from women.
The world will be a better place to live in. We would be living just as the Prophet envisioned it to be, that there would be justice, equality between the sexes. Utopian. And what's the one change you would make, if you could, in family law and practice?
Family law, yes, is to have a family law in the first place.
Get the minimum age of marriage introduced immediately.
C'est-à-dire l'égalité parentale, for women to be able to call their own divorces without obstruction and without the social baggage and hang-ups that come with that.
And how can a movement like Musawah help with something like this?
It will help a lot. It will raise the knowledge. It will give us the solidarity. I can't be wrong if all these women are with me. We are both together, so they must be, this is right, what I'm doing is right.
I think the movement began even before Musawah started, you know, because we are all doing this work in isolation, and I think what Musawah is doing is just to bring them all together. We know what the problems are, we know what the challenges are, but how do we move forward? And the thing is, I think people felt we can't move forward on our own, we have to move forward together.
This is about a movement and not a one-off international conference. Since the global meeting last year, the International Advisory Group, which leads Musawah, has been very busy in taking Musawah forward. We have decided to focus in 3 key areas of work: knowledge building, international advocacy, and outreach. This meeting is very important as we're bringing together 31 Musawah advocates from 16 countries, from Africa, the Middle East, Southeast Asia, Central Asia, and the West, to work out ways in which we in different parts of the Muslim world can work together to spread the Musawah message of equality and justice in the family.
In the next 4 days until Friday, we will then try to focus on strategy, on activities, and how we want to strengthen all this process, become really the real power. They want to change some things.
You come to this meeting feeling that great, now is the time that we can actually translate this dream into an actual plan. That together, every single one of us, we go back home to our countries knowing that my sister in Malaysia, my sister in Australia, my sister in Africa, I know what she's going to do, she knows what I'm going to do, we have a plan together, and we are going to change the world.
The building of movement, turning it into more a social movement, outreach is the tool of making that reality.
You don't have to write for one.
Okay.
Is this what the workshop is? Yeah, it was decided tonight.
gather both men and women to agree to amend the Muslim family law, specifically raise the age of marriage. So this is a big list of the things to do and create debate and discussion online, particularly amongst Muslim women.
In the regional level, the regional outreach meetings will also take place once a year, where national focal points and advocates meet to share progress and activities around Musawah's goals and suggest new activities and strategies to be taken up by Musawah. We agreed that our principle is to have decisions made in a consultation manner with transparency.
We talk about regional and thematic focal points. Regional based on geography, and then thematic based on certain topics.
And linking us all together still is yet another level of communication that goes around between the clusters of the focal points and back and forth.
Regarding the timeline, that at least will be from now until 2012, an annual intermediate course, and at least one local primary level to be conducted at the different regions. And advanced training, anyway, is planned after the intermediate training.
And youth is going to be involved at every level of it. At the production of knowledge with the lived reality, and also at the legal one, and at the theological and theory. And we have youth as scholars involved.
Okay, can we all go back to our groups, please?
We're going to send that research to you, for you again to give us feedback so that we can incorporate this input from you into the report that we will finalize and present to the CEDAW committee in October. How best we can deal with these arguments by the government, by the CEDAW committee within the Musawah framework. So the arguments at the Islamic level, the arguments at the human rights level, the arguments at the constitutional level, and the arguments at the lived realities levels. We're going to submit thematic reports for each country that's reporting so that we can continue the work with you, when your governments report, like Tunisia is reporting in October.
Okay, thanks very much to the group. Excellent time.
By 2013, I hope the achievement of Musawah would be as monumental as the pyramids. It can pass the test of time.
It was Shadi, and she had a smile on her face, and she said Iran has abolished the practice of stoning, so that's why.
Diba, Roya, and Hatoon, they're presidents of their countries. Yes. And these are Musawah members. There are so many.
Show their happiness in the This is the sun shining on all of us in Musawah because we're on the right path. And that's the bird because we feel free, we feel strong. We
put their dreams and songs.
By 2013, look at the Musawah library. You know, the Musawah tafsir, the Musawah fiqh, the Musawah kalam, the Musawah fatwa, everything Musawah.
Accepted that Muslim harmonious family is no polygamy, no child marriage, no forced marriage.
The dream is like a flower that grows, and the crescent becomes a full moon. So we're just going to pass the evaluation forms. We're really, really grateful if you can fill them in. It's not going to take too long.
Basically, really, the 4 days, we want to say thank you to all of you for making it happen.
The date for the global meeting, 13th to 17th February 2013. Now, leading up to that, we have a lot of work to do.